Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this video, and this video is all about wealth astrology. So this is one of the most interesting topic that many people are really looking for solutions on this aspect. So everybody wants money, right? Nobody says that I don't want money. So wealth astrology is one of the very interesting and important topic for all of us. So when we are recognizing the wealth, so we have to first and foremost have to see the condition of your ascendant, your condition of your lagna. Whether your lagna lord is stronger or weaker is what you need to see. If the lagna lord is very stronger and if the lagna lord is staying in Kendra, that is 1, 4, 7 and 10, then the lagna lord is capable of removing all kinds of afflictions. If at all any kind of bad events about to happen, this lagna lord will be able to save you from all those dangers. So placement of lagna lord is very important. And second foremost thing you need to see is the second house and 11th house. So what is the position of second house? What is the position of 11th house? So we need to check. So second house lord and 11th house lord should be sitting in a proper state. It should be free from the malefics like Saturn, Rahu and Ketu. And in the second house, the planets should be a benefic planet like Venus, Jupiter and Mercury plays a major role, and also moon brings you a lot much of wealth in your life. Even the 11th house matters a lot. 11th house talks about your incoming flow of cash, your hopes and wishes. So the 11th lord also should be stronger. Even the planets staying in the 11th house should be stronger. And as per sage Parashara, if at all you have Venus in the 5th house and Mars in the 11th house, it is considered as one of the Dhana Yoga. Okay, so you'll be making money during the Venus Mahadasha or during the Mars Antradasha or Mars Mahadasha and Venus Antradasha. So during those planetary period, you can able to make very good money. And also another combination he has given is Saturn in the 5th house and Moon in the 11th house, or Moon in the 5th house and Saturn in the 11th house brings you a lot of money. And most importantly, if at all you have Raja Yogas like Nichabanga Raja Yoga or Chandra Mangala Yoga, that means Moon and Mars conjunction in the second house, 11th house, or in the 5th house or ninth house. So this brings up a lot of money in your life. And most importantly, let's say Sun is in your 5th house, okay, and Saturn, Jupiter and Moon are in the ninth and 11th house. This forms a Dhana Yoga as well. This forms one of the Dhana Yoga as per the principles of sage Parashara Hora Shastra. And let's say if Mercury is in the 5th lord, okay, and Jupiter, Mars and Moon are in the 5th, on the ninth and 11th houses. So Mercury in the 5th house, Jupiter, Mars and Moon are in the ninth, 10th and 11th houses. This is also considered as one of the Dhana Yoga. Okay, and let's say if at all you have stronger planets in second house and 11th house and weaker planets in 12th house, so you will not be able to make money as well. What of the money that comes, it will go for some kind of losses or expenses. So your 12th house also should be stronger. So your 12th house should be having some kind of blessing so that you can able to save your money. All right, so that is one of the major principles. And let's say if at all 6th house is stronger in your birth chart, then you can able to make money by defeating your enemies, by defeating your opposition, by defeating your competition. All right, and let's say if you have 8th house stronger, then you will be getting easy bank loans. The processing of bank loans will be very easy for you. All right, and according to Saravali, Saturn in the second aspected by Mercury brings lot of wealth. Saravali is also one of the astrological texts. That is what it's saying. And also one more principle as per Saravali, Sun in the Lagna, maybe the zodiac sign can be Leo, conjunct or aspected by Mars and Jupiter. Here Jupiter and Mars should be in the 5th and ninth house. Then this is also formed as one of the Dhana Yoga. If at all the lords of 6th and 11th houses combined and placed in 11th house, luck in gambling and lottery. But if this combination is in the 12th house, it means losses. You will undergo all the losses. What of the money that is coming, it will go for a loss. Okay, and let's say 5th and 11th combination is with Rahu and Ketu. Sudden gains and sudden surprises will be there. Okay, according to one of the famous sacred texts called Horasara, if at all Mercury and Venus are in 1st, 5th and ninth houses, this makes a person very rich and wealthy. You'll be making money from multiple sources of income. Alright, so these are certain principles as per the wealth astrology, and the references are basically Sage Parashara Hora Shastra and Sage Bhrigunandinadi, and also Saravali, and also Horasara. Okay, so these are the four contexts, the principles that we follow in terms of providing the prediction in Vedic astrology. Alright, so thank you so much for watching, guys. And if at all you haven't understood this topic have more technicalities involved in this video. So do watch the video once again. Alright, if at all you need my consultations, so please book for the consultation from the link that is mentioned in the description section. I'm happy to help you. And most importantly, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I'll be adding more and more videos in this context. Alright, and do like and share this video with your friends and family as well. That way you can able to give the gift for your loved ones. Alright, and whatever you have learned from this video, please make sure that you put in the comment section whatever you have learned, so that other people can watch your comments and can able to learn from your videos. Alright, so thank you so much for watching, guys, and have a nice day and have a wealthy day.